I won't be using contactless payment. I make it sort of one of my rules, really, to use as little as possible means of payment that don't require cash. I think that the lack of a PIN for this in particular is one of its main problems. Just because you put a limit of £20 on it doesn't mean that you necessarily are happy for someone that can swipe your card or device that you use to make contactless payment. You want it spending. And there are other problems that go hand in hand with other things like cards. You're not really getting a sense of the amount of money you're spending like you do with cash. I think they are the main problems and the reasons why I won't be using it, whatever the stores that offer it.
Although contactless payment seems lots easier, I just think that I would be really worried about the security of it. I just worry that I've heard about people saying that they've been wrapping their cards in foil to stop them accidentally paying for other people's purchases, and I'm sure that kind of stuff doesn't happen and isn't really necessary, but I think I need to do a little bit more research myself first to see whether it was really safe. I guess it would be easier, but I also think it would tempt me to spend more money because it's so easy to just do. You don't have to actually go through the action of putting your PIN in, so I think it would make me spend more money. But the good part of it, I think that queues would be a lot quicker if everyone was doing it in supermarkets, particularly like at convenience tills, because there's no waiting for PIN numbers and things, so I think it will make things quicker in shops.
Me personally, in answer to the question, will I use contactless payment? The answer is yes. I already do. My bank has provided me with a card now for well over 12 months. Admittedly, the only place I've found to use it at the minute is fast food restaurants, but I do find it a quick and easy way to pay for small amounts. I consider it to be extremely secure. The regular need to enter my PIN number every so many transactions keeps the evidence on the fact that they are checking the security side of things, but it just makes life quicker and easier. And always a case of making sure you've got the money in the bank to cover the payment, which is nice and easy. Other than that, definitely will be using this payment method going forward.
I already have one of these cards. Being disabled, I find them particularly convenient. I suppose it is worry that if somebody steals them, they can run up a bill really easily. But small amounts of £20, it'd be pretty fiddly and annoying for them to do. And I think there's a limit on how many times you can use it a day, so it doesn't really bother me that much.
I think that contactless payment's a really good idea. It kind of takes away that whole having to put in your PIN number and trying to remember the PIN number for the right card and things. None of my cards currently on my bank providers don't use contactless payments, so I haven't had the chance to use it, but if I could I would do. I've seen it in sort of like coffee shops like Costa and Starbucks, and I always thought, oh, that'd be a really good idea. I don't know how it would work in terms of, obviously I think it's £20 at a time you can use, but can you spend that multiple times a day, and how does it work with sort of things like fraud? If someone stole your card, would they easily be able to pay for things? So those would be the things that kind of put me off, so it'd be something I'd have to look into a bit more. But I think that I definitely would use it if there was the opportunity, because I get a bit frustrated sometimes, you know, when you're trying to sort of remember your PIN number for each card.